big brain IQ predict
Okay.
this slider. You're going to tell us why.
It's just like, honestly,
It's like ring around the rosy. That's what it is. That's what
Yeah, that's what you want to do, because like if Dazzle gets Poison Touch and not TV, and they just kind of click you, you're kind of weak at level 1.
Yep.
You want to just pull them, get the creeps into a nice spot, last hit, get your level 2, then maybe you can look for something.
Oh, the stunning here with the bash as well onto Dazzle. He is going to be stunned up. They're just right-clicking him now. There's the bash as well. There's going to be enough damage for Skem to get the Force to get the first blood on Skem.
Nuke and even Marcy.
Ooh, dispose
like
onto the Warlock. The Swarm coming out too. He is going to try and heal himself up, but the body block's coming out from Tim's, and the Siphon as well from FBZ is enough to take him down.
Well,
a little bit of a rotation from Skem that does force Puddle to be pushed back. The Scythe and the Swarm is enough for DP to be able to take down the Terrorblade. They're also going to chase down the Warlock here. Disposed to with Marcy. It doesn't matter that they're under.
Die. No one's behind him, not even Warlock.
Dazzle, Marcy, and a DP up there on him. He's going to get Poison Touch. He's going to be disposed as well. The Shadow Wave with a little bit of damage ultimately gives Skep. Oh, Slaughter is getting a run down. This is issue. Saw gets to repositioned by the Marcy, and with Lifestealer there, it's just way too much damage. Are in the top part of that jungle. There is a scan. They know that there's a potential for them to come out. Slaughter blinks in. There he gets the stun and the bash, as well as the tiny. The Golem coming down as well from Warlock on top of both the DP and the Dazzle is looking good for the side of Polaris. DP has insane health here, but she is going to be bashed and ultimately fall down. That's great pickups for Polaris. Polaris see that this isn't a fight they're really going to be able to take. Looks to disengage, but instead Tiny jumps in there. DP going to pop her BKB. The Golems come down as well. Tiny's still alive. They get the kill on top of the Marcy. Xavier does eventually fall. The Shallow Grave coming out on DP is saving her life there, and Natsumi on the TB falls. He wasn't able to live through it. He even
could be just devastating.
Oh, he climbs down there. He takes Jackie with him, and he is going to infest on top of both the Coddle and the Tiny. They're able to run away right now. They are quite speedy. The disengage is there. I'm not too sure if Boom is going to look to follow up. They are with the Searing Chains on the Warlock. Tiny tosses him away with the rest of his team. And it is another courier death. Oh no! There's more casualties in the couriers right now.
That was a really good disengage.
Was fantastic.
Yeah, like
Tiny really saving Warlock there was quite what they needed.
It was nice. And they're smoking
but they smoke
right
up. Yeah, they look like they want to go straight back in, even though they know who's down there. They see the Dazzle here. We're going to get a blink from Slaughter. Stun. He shallow graves himself on the Dazzle. Tiny on the back line. Tossing in. Yopaj there. Ember on top. Dazzle does fall to Force. DP has now rotated in. Lifesteal going to rage up. He's chasing down the Slaughter as Warlock TP's out. Slaughter just way too fast there, but Marcy's going to rebound in, dispose him back into the team. And DP, FBZ really there to help finish him off. I'm not sure who hurt them, but they're going to push high ground here. Exorcism on top of the Lifesteal, just going ham on these tier 3 towers.
He needs to be really careful, because obviously throwing on high ground is like one of the easiest ways to lose. Xavier on Tiny can just toss you back.
Well, that's exactly what's happened. He's been tossed back. He's going to be stunned up as well. It's going to be the Aegis popped, as we do see the TV here. Metamorph. He's going to go looking for another fight here. It's looking to be disengaged actually by Boom. They realize that without the Aegis, they don't want to be risking. They don't want to be throwing. It is something that they've struggled with in past series. So as soon as Jackie came back up, they wanted to disengage as quickly as possible. They did end up taking the tier 3 tower, so it's not all lost. It was still a great fight. BKB popped on DP here. Force is going to be using his BKB as well. The Golem's dropped and the silence on top of that TP. He still gets his Sunder off. It's not going to be enough, though. He does still fall, while we see Tiny trying to do his best to stun up the rest of the team and survive. They do get out of there. Luckily, it is just the Terrorblade that falls. Everyone else
luckily?
Okay. I say luckily, it could be so much more. I say that, and you know what?
Yeah.
We're like, yeah, we're going to chase you down.
Luckily, that win condition died.
Luckily, the hardest carry here is the only thing that falls. You know, it's going to be so much worse. It's going to be the full team wipe, but instead, no. We just lose pause 1 and pause 5. Xavier's going in. He tosses back lifestealer there. Jackie looking to struggle. The Lotus and the Shallow Grave coming out, so he's perfectly fine. And Slaughter looking very, very low there. They almost could have chased, but they don't want to dive too deep. They realize their limits. They want to back off there on the side of Boom, waiting.
Oh, nice slide.
Yopaj slides in and breaks that. I think it must have been seen.
Oh, the wood's gone now.
Ooh, he's gonna get hexed up and tossed in for Jackie. He's gonna rage up. Doesn't really know which target he wants to go on, but it doesn't matter because Yopaj has jumped into the back line. The Warlock and the Tiny have fallen. Warlock by his back. He drops the goal, but he misses it on Yopaj. The stun doesn't connect. The one thing they had for team fight doesn't work. Marcy is gonna dispose Slaughter in the meantime. Naturally though, great thunder coming out for that. They're gonna find that kill on top of Tim's. We also see DP here, hexed up. They're looking to do a lot on the side of Polaris now that Slaughter has walked back. It's not going to be in their favor though, as we see Slaughter off to the side, kind of getting picked off. They do get the toss back of DP into the fountain. She's shallow graved up. She's trying to TP out. No, she gets hexed. She does fall. It's just one of those things. There was a lot going on in the fight. A few buybacks on the side of Polaris, but
because he's pushing it so hard, but nah, he just outplayed him. That's Jap Boy.
Yeah.
That's our idol. That's my idol.
That's my idol.
He's
Jackie
mine.
running in. Dazzle now with this shard is so good. The 2-second hex really playing in favor there to be able to bring down the Tiny. Yopaj is back here, full health. Oh, the Thunder off from TP on top of a lifestealer there. It doesn't matter though. The hex is there again from Scam. And so TP is going to fall. Lelouch trying the best he can. BKB'd up, running out there, but they are going to call GG. They realize that there is no way that they can win this game as Boom get the last few hits on that Ancient.
Honorable. Playing it out to the...
I mean, I actually like Polaris' draft a bit more this game around, so I feel like there should be a bit more of an even matchup. But
And I think this is the lane that's probably the most competitive for Polaris and for Boom. You still see Yopaj keeping up in CS, so he's not completely behind, but again, Lelouch has a much easier time clearing out that creep wave.
oh, bot lane, Scam going to be first blooded here as Xavius, able to take the kill on the Keeper of the Light.
TMV can't keep him back. They don't really have stuns here on the side of Polaris as well, so they can't even play like aggressively with spin, and TMV has to be careful.
He does. They're going to move in. They'll secure the killers now. Natsumi, I don't think the spin's going to work in his favor. He does back himself out. And very luckily, Tims did not have mana for Shackle. Yeah, Yopaj, he gets the haste rune, going to try and keep moving in as Lelouch is going to try to fight back, but Yopaj just standing on the staircase, having the high ground, is with the haste rune. He'll just keep going onto Xavius. They should eventually have the keeper. Is Lelouch going to show himself once again? Yopaj, he might go for a bit of a cheeky chase, but Lelouch trying to juke him out and does kind of do so. We'll walk into the tree line, and that's going to be enough. Lelouch unable to get in range for the Hex or the Shackles. And the race is on for that 8-minute power rune. No Astral Step charges, though an Aether Remnant going to hold down the puck, but he does manage to pick up the rune. It's now Cold Embrace, Schem. A bit of danger here on the Wyvern. Yopaj going to get himself out as Schem will try to do the same, but eventually will drop. Top lane, Natsumi, speaking of the Devil John, he has been caught out and does get taken down. FBZ able to set up with just the battery sword and cogs. Now the fight begins, but they've got the Serpent wants to drop as Yopaj. He's been targeted. Hook shot, it's off the mark, but it may not matter. The Void Spirit still finding a way out somehow, but the Orb will follow him down. Nice Aether Remnant by Yopaj. He's out of there. Meanwhile, they've got the Marcy held down. The Force is going to keep trying to go for this fight against Tims and eventually does rebound out. It's FBZ. He'll try for a TP, but Lelouch able to pick up a double kill on the puck. So even though they miss out on the Void Spirit, they still do get away with another. In fact, Yopaj was actually in a spot of danger as Natsumi has a haste rune and tries to chase him down, but he's still going to be able to juke him out.
And Witchblade already up, the damage is there.
Tim's in danger. They'll drop the tombstone just in case they burst down Tim's, though FBZ now going to try and force the fight with the curse out, but oh, it's on a creep. Bit of a misplay out from Schem. He's not happy about it. Still a nice hook shot into the cogs out, but Force, he's going to survive. The hills out from TMB, keeping him up as they'll take down the Clockwork onto Schem. They'll get the Wyvern, and now poor old Jackie. He's in the middle of all this. He'll run past the tier 2, but Force is going to follow him down as now the Omni will be committed. Polaris able to really clean up.
Just wanted to give him a shout out. He's a fun guy.
I'll say it, John. He probably is an agent this game. Let's look at this. Under the Void Spirit they go. They should have him. Dream Coil's not going to last long enough. In fact, FBZ, he hook shot him, but he hits the void. So Yopaj goes down, and now FBZ on the pos 3 clock. He's going to follow soon after, I think. Though a nice curse is out, at least finding the Marcy. It's FBZ going to keep trying to run. The Illuminate will not connect, but TMB is on the chase with a Soul Rip up very soon, but just can't find the angle for the clock. So they do move back into the tier 1 mid tower, and you still got the mid Void Spirit. So you should still be very happy here as Polaris. A little bit of a quiet period now within this game number 2. Polaris, they are the hunters right now, and they certainly should realize they are ahead. Probably in their best interest not to slow down too much here against this Battle Fury Ursa, as they might find FBZ. Coil is there onto the clockwork, hold him down, silence him up. Jackie's going to try and come in and help out by killing off TMB and does find him. That'll be 1 for 1. That might just be enough though. Polaris, maybe still going. No. They found the puck. Lelouch. That's a massive pick off for Boom. And Roshan, it's up.
Yep, they go in. They finally find the opportunity for that Roche. Drop the ward. It's not going to take long to clear that out. Xavius can give some vision in, but without the puck jumping in there is pretty tough for Polaris. And we all are kind of zoning out here, and Yopaj is showing up looking for an opportunity. A really great fight coming out from Boom. They do sacrifice FBZ. It doesn't quite matter.
They could catch him. He does have Aegis up, and Skem's actually going to scout everyone out. He breaks the smoke on the Wyvern. Very nice positioning there from Skem as Yopaj is going to try and come in, catch out the puck. There's your Hex out, Tims. He might be able to hold him down, but no, there's the dispose there on to the Shaman as he is gone. Hook was off the mark as well from FBZ. So maybe Polaris, they can keep this fight going if they really want to. But it doesn't seem like they will. They'll accept the 2 kills that they got and the buyback, of course, from Skem, and that'll be enough for them.
Yeah, you're really satisfied here as Polaris. You don't find Jackie, you don't manage to bring through the Aegis, but you find 2 kills. He's not using the Aegis aggressively, but they are just waiting for that BKB, which is a recipe away. So about 1.4k gold, once that's up, you should get going.
Orchid Solarbind is there on the Ursa. They've got a BKB available on Force. They're going to try and move in and Skem. Once again, getting caught out straight off the bat. As FBZ, he has his own Orchid up now. They got their Hex out. Onto the puck. Tombstone down as well. In fact, they'll find the Marcy, but she does have rebound. Force, he's going to keep trying to move in here with the sidekick and the unleash. Back in onto Yopaj, who actually goes in with the actual step, but is going to get punished. Not expecting the Orchid out from Xavius. He will go down. And so it started off, I appreciate the kind of the point you've made here that this Ursa is just going to farm way faster, but maybe that's the idea for Polaris. Maybe just keep trying to buy more time.
Yeah, I mean, you could try to keep stalling out for Natsumi. I think the one issue of stalling out against the Ursa is the timing, although.
X out, Tim's not going to catch the puck, but he's got the Marcy. Lelouch, they're going to move in with a silence of his own onto that Shaman. He will get 1. Now the curse out from Skem to hold a couple down. Jackie's going to move in here along with FBZ, trying to get those kills going. They will find the keeper into the Marcy. While Lelouch, he's still chasing around, but doesn't really find anything himself.
Get a couple of lucky bashes, then that spin is just kind of useless.
Bot lane, may get caught, Force. Nice rebound. X is there from Tims, but it's not going to make the difference. Polaris able to find another great pickoff for themselves. It's the possible Shaman to go down.
So there's also information here from Boom, although.
PZ, he's been caught out. He'll get an Orchid off onto Lelouch, but he's going to cop the Illuminate into the dispose, but here comes Jackie, and that's a very nice curse out from Skem. They get the keeper. Force, he will rebound out in time. Keep in mind, Roshan is up right now. Lelouch should be the target they really wanted the puck, but instead they might have to settle for Xavius, who does run right past the back. Oh, he just recalled! Natsumi's going to immediately spin out of there. But my god, that could have ended in a real disaster had they not been lucky. FBZ in the meantime has been caught out on the clockwork, but is going to be able to hookshot right back in onto the puck. Lelouch going to be saved by the Aeon Disc for now, but the Aether Remnant going to lock him down. They'll even have an Orchid out. That'll be the puck's life gone. That'll also be Roshan's life gone to the side of Boom Esports.
That's a big set of kills, all off the back of that movement out.
Problem is he does have 2 lives and a BKB and the Enrager. They'll make the jump in though. 1 life is going to go down. A nice start for Polaris. The curse not really doing too much, but they do take down TMB. Now Tim's to go down, but Jackie is right in. Has he gone a bit too far though? It does seem like it. And they are going to be forced to back out of here as Polaris. They're the ones trying to punish. In fact, they even found Yopaj in the tree line. He was underneath vision. He's going to drop in the Void Spirit. They won't find the Ursa. FBZ hookshot and away should be fine as well.
Everyone's kind of clumped up on both sides, and you don't want to jump into Boom. Boom doesn't want to jump into you. They can afford to kind of put the
hookshot. FBZ, he does block the way with the cogs out now as well, so the Jug's in big trouble. They'll get the Hex out. Natsumi needs some help, but the Shackles was there to lock him down. Very nice setup there by FBZ. So try to move in onto Force, but he'll rebound away. Instead, Yopaj will try for a chase onto Lelouch. We'll find Force instead. No Aether Remnant to come out, though. They do have the Silence, and now the Ethereal Blade. That kind of messes up Jackie.
Yeah, maybe a bit of a mistake there coming out from Boom. Just not quite coordinated. That does allow Force to back off, but the push still continues. Wards are still there, although...
Lelouch does find one. Nice pick up there by the puck as they will try to hold him down with the Remnant, but Aeon Disc is going to protect his Lelouch. He's going to try to orb his way out of there and eventually should be able to, but Yopaj, he'll keep going with the chase out. Another Aether Remnant available here for the Void Spirit. But he won't bother any further. It's back into the mid-tier 3, or rather the mid-racks.
If you can constantly isolate Natsumi, who tries to act as bait like that, things can go very, very awkward for players fast.
He's right in. TMV's already gone here, John. Hook shot off the mark, though. Nice setup here by Force onto the clockwork, but FBZ, he'll pop his own BKB out as now Force. He'll get stunned up by the Abyssal of Jackie, but a nice rebound away is barely going to make it for now. Force is out, but they've lost Savius and they've lost Natsumi. Bit of a mess here for Polaris. 4 towers under siege. Polaris, they're the ones who need to find a way to defend this. Hookshot is there. FBZ going to find Lelouch on the puck. He'll try to use it off, but the Aether Remnant going to hold him down. Lelouch's got no buyback either. So boom, they'll really just go for the jugular here. You've got one Undying, and now you've got another Marcy, but they've called the GG. They've had enough. Boom Esports, they'll confidently take this one 2-0. Of course, Jonathan, they still don't look quite as clean as they once did on the side of Boom. I don't think we can lie about that, but Polaris, they weren't good enough today to go up against this team.